This is the start of hopefully many videos that I'll be posting regarding my retirement in Italy. This will be my first one, bear with me. Hopefully they'll get better, but it's about my trip from Colorado to New York, then to Italy and back. I will have more about the rings and how I made them in my next video.
Italy, and
the best one before I lose you.
we're so happy that you were able to come with us. As
Good to
part of
be
the
here.
Family, being
Salute.
part of the family.
Familia.
Familia.
The next morning, I got in the car and drove up over the hill. It's about a 20-minute drive from Pieve de Chio to Mora, where I finally arrived at my house in Mora, number 22. Of course, I did have a reception committee. Not a surprise. They're even trying to teach me how to do my afternoon nap. Who knows? Maybe someday I'll figure it out. I'll have lots of time to practice. But the house is good. I feel welcome there. And there's lots of rooms for decorating and arranging and getting things set up. Probably do a lot of that on my next trip, which could even be my final trip. But to give you an idea where in Italy I'm located, this map will help. The painting from my childhood was definitely my inspiration, and clearly I have found what I've been looking for. A great part of this trip has always been about me walking on this road, because it's going to be where I do my daily walk, and the surrounding countryside, the beauty, the locals, the scenery is beyond belief. It's truly a really nice place with lovely views, and I couldn't be more happy with where I've chosen to retire. At the crossroads, towards the end of my walk, I get to a little place where there's a nice local store, and of course, what's the most important thing? The coffee bar. Because isn't that the treat that you have during your walk? Stop to have a coffee, talk with your friends, catch up on things. It's really what's important to me. While sitting at the coffee bar, I'm remembering my book that I read last winter, A Valley in Italy. And I could see off in the distance a house. So I took a ride up the road, and what was really cool was I was able to actually find the house, Villa Orsola, from the book that I enjoyed so much reading, and there it is. Some of the characters in the book are still living there. I'm guessing I'll meet them. So it's pretty cool. So when reading the book of Valley in Umbria, which was set right here where I'm going to live, here it is. This is my Valley in Umbria, and it is just beyond spectacular. Really something, and it really is. It's a good situation. A good night's sleep at the new house for a big day, and a ride to Tuscany for some housekeeping at Guardia e Buono, a lovely little chapel where I had been before, and I had some unfinished business that I needed to attend to, both for myself and a friend. But this is where I went, and where I sat, and where I really hoped I could get this house. So this is near and dear to my heart, and a place that I will go to often. And it was a beautiful visit. But of course, with every visit, you have to stop at the local meat market, because that too is an experience you don't want to miss. I think on every trip to Italy I have to have at least one Aperol Spritz. And besides, I couldn't beat the company. Yeah, I'm going to tell you that the pizza was pretty good at this place, and there's no doubt. But really, the coup de grace was to get invited to a local home for dinner with new friends, and it was really the highlight of my trip. Leaving Italy, I certainly had a head full of memories and hopes. I like to think that I'm able to find gourmet food in every location that I visit. I was able to take a nice ride upstate New York to Croton Falls and have dinner at that's actually Stanley Tucci's old restaurant, so that was kind of cool. Then on the next day to Connecticut to visit my aunt and uncle. Spending time at Aunt Frances's house with Uncle Tony and Aunt Rose, it's always a highlight. And we were able to spend more time together on this trip than we had in the recent past. Cook some nice meals and just had a great time together. It was pretty special to be able to visit with my family. Seeing the Palisades of New Jersey across the Hudson River, thought that was pretty cool. And while at the park, I realized I think I like hydrangeas. That'd be pretty cool getting those planted in my house in Italy. So that was fun. Driving around Yonkers, it was amazing to see the proximity to New York City, which I always took for granted. I never really knew. But it's quite amazing, really, the closeness of Yonkers to New York City. It was pretty cool. My cousin Tony was able to join us for dinner one night, and that was great. We had such a good time. It's always good to see family. Like my invitation to have dinner at a home in Italy, I was lucky enough to get invited to Aunt Ada and Uncle Dominic's. A lot of aunts and uncles in this situation, maybe not all mine, but we had a lovely time. And it was a wonderful, wonderful visit to end my trip and let me get home, because once at home, well, I had a very angry cat waiting for me. But she warmed up after a couple hours. Probably not looking forward to my next trip. So we end this first video on that note, and know that I'm going to be probably posting some more in the near future. I'd like to do one about the rings and making the rings. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it.